Hey everyone, Skull902 back here again for part 4 of Knuckles in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Good shit right here. Now, we're going to be going through Hilltop and Mystic Cave zones here today. Good shit, as I said just a few seconds ago. At least I think I did. I have, like, the world's worst short-term memory. Anyway. I kind of want to talk about Knuckles as a character in this video, at least for as long as I can, you know. I did do a section on him in my top 10 Sonic characters video, but, you know, it's good to talk about the character you're playing as this is indeed a sort of special situation. You know, normally wouldn't be playing a game as Knuckles, but here we are. To differentiate it from my first Sonic 2 LP, so I guess I should stop fucking stalling and give my thoughts on Knuckles in a less articulate, more poorly said way than I did in my top 10 characters video. But like Knuckles, Knuckles I think is a pretty well done character. He can be portrayed in a serious or comedic light, and I think it works either way. Like Boom, for instance, you know, they made him a total idiot, and you know, that totally works. But like the more serious way that he's played in his debut game, 3 and Knuckles, or like Sonic Adventure, at least the second game, I would say, you know, it works. It works. I don't think Knuckles has ever been written particularly badly, except for maybe 06, but he didn't really get much focus in there anyway, so I don't really think that they did any character damage to him. But, you know, like, Knuckles, I think he's a good guy. Knuckles is a good guy, right? He's very protective of his stuff, obviously, but he's also loyal. You know, he's very trusting, which you know, can bite him in the ass sometimes. But it just means like he's a good dude. He can see the good in anyone and anything. But whatever. Knuckles is a good guy. Knuckles is a good guy indeed. So that's pretty much all I had to fucking say about Knuckles. as the character is that he's a good dude. You know, he's gullible at times, but you know, that doesn't stop him from being awesome and being a badass and being all this good shit that he is, was, and always will be. Presumably, anyway. I mean, if they completely change up his character and it's bad, then it's gonna be bad. And I'll be looking like a fucking moron for saying the things that I did in this video. I can't predict the future. like getting hit there, you know? I don't take this path usually, so how was I supposed to know that there was just a giant lava pit there? Clearly. But anyway, enough about that. On to Knuckles in Sonic 2. Just a little bit more of this. Again, it's just another case of taking a path that I normally wouldn't or couldn't as Sonic, because, you know, that's making it more interesting, in my opinion, than like doing it in the same way that I always do. You know, I'd like to think that I'm fairly explorative. So I just want to take these little paths here that, you know, they can be new to me, even though I have played them before, right? It's that, like, I haven't played them all that much, you see. So it can be a whole new world to me, as you can see from me getting hit all the fucking time. It's a great experience. It's a nice little challenge, even though, you know, I'm not the greatest player in the world, and I probably would get hit on my normal route through Hilltop Zone anyway. It's some fun stuff. and it's just a grand old time. But we're near the end of the zone, and I suppose something I would like to get out of the way beforehand, before we end this zone, is I really don't fucking know why a lot of people seem to hate this zone, right? It's like everyone just kind of complains that it's Blue Emerald Hill Zone, right? But you know, it has gimmicks. It has its own sort of thing. It has its own style going on. So personally, I don't see the complaints. It's a harmless zone. It's fine. It's a good one. It's a good boy. It is a good boy, just like Knuckles. Well, anyway, we're here in Mystic Cave Zone, which I think probably has my favorite zone music in the entire game. Like, this is a really funky song. It's pretty kick-ass. It also is home to the pit, which I don't know if I talked about in my playthrough with Sonic, but in the iOS version, which they really should, port to consoles and especially PC already. Fucking Sega and Whitehead and all those other people. Get on that. Get on that. But anyway, the pit. It's a bastard. What can I say? It's a bastard. There's no way to get out of it. Though I think as Knuckles here, you could climb up the wall and you'd be safe. So with Knuckles, there's a way out, right? But as Sonic, if you get down there, even when you're Super Sonic and you have the higher jump, there is no getting out of the fucking pit. It is just like the absolute fucking worst. But in the iOS port, or the remake, or however you want to call it, remaster, I honestly wouldn't know where to put it, because I think it's using the same game code, but I'm getting off track. In the iOS version, right, I thought it was a really clever touch, and I'm surprised that Sega even allowed it, but like if you go down the pit, it brings you to Hidden Palace Zone, which was one of the scrapped zones for this game, and there's like, in the original version, there's barely any code for it anymore. It's just a garbled mess, and like if you put yourself into it, Sonic will like just fall down and die immediately. I think that's how it goes. It is like functional in some of the demos, but it's obviously not complete. And in the main like retail game, it's just a bunch of garbled, it's just a bunch of garbled bits and pieces. So I thought it was really cool that they actually like designed an original zone, or I should say, they redesigned an unfinished zone, right? And they put an original boss in there too. So you fight Robotnik at the end, and he's actually got a new robot in his Eggomatic, well, it's kind of the other way around because he puts the Eggomatic in the robot. Whatever. He's got a new robot design that's got this like music motif. It's really cool, like that they went ahead and did that, and it was kind of like a preview actually for the kind of shit that they would implement in Mania with the references and whatnot. I thought it was a really nice touch that they put Hidden Palace Zone through the pit. It was a very clever touch. We're actually about to go there, but you see that's the pit right there, and thankfully I didn't fall down, but I was Knuckles, and furthermore I was Super Knuckles, so I probably would have been able to get out of there just fine. But again, just like if you're playing the iOS port, if you go down that path, it will take you to a completely new zone, and then that will take you to the fucking dreaded, awful piece of shit Oil Ocean zone that I hate with a passion in both this game and Mania. Fuck that fucking zone. I swear it's so bad. But that's until next part. This boss right here, I was just amazed like how easily this could be defeated. Because like you could just do a spin dash and then the fire on the bottom doesn't hurt you either, so it's like piss easy. And it used to be like so hard when I didn't know that strategy, but whatever, I'm just rambling now. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this part, and I'll see you in the next one.